Tonight on NewsCenter, we get competitive with Black History Month Jeopardy. The African American Read-In takes place in the Camden Carroll Library, and campus goes green with Recyclemania. All this and more tonight on NewsCenter.
Good evening and welcome to NewsCenter. I'm Greg Taylor.
And I'm Josh Bryant.
And here's what's making headlines for February 21st, 2019.
On Wednesday night, Morehead State lost power across campus. Emergency services for the county responded to smoke on a power line pole on Main Street shortly after the loss of power. Morehead State purchases electricity from KU at the substation at the heating and water treatment facility across from overflow parking lot. It is then sent out to campus on poles that belong to KU under other KU lines. The MSU lines and the KU lines are separated by spacers. The loss of power was caused by a spacer failing, causing the lines to go phase to phase. NewsCenter spoke with Vice President for Facilities Management, Kim Oatman, about what took place and why the power went out.
It takes a lot of power to run an elevator, so it's not really cost effective to have generators that also power the elevators. Right. So the elevators, for the most part, are designed to just come to the first floor and close out. So the generator wouldn't have affected the elevators. So gotcha. Power outage, the elevator is supposed to either stop or come to the first floor and stop. We had to extract, I think, a couple people out of one, maybe Alumni Tower or one of the dorms. So when these lines touched, if it wouldn't have sent a surge back and tripped a breaker, could have caused an explosion or a fire or something. So the systems worked like we wanted them to and like they're supposed to. So that was all good. And took just a little bit for KU to get here because they're not right here in Morehead. And so, but once they got here, they were very, very quick, very efficient to find the problem, fix it, and get us back up, up and running.
Classes and activities resumed as normal when the outage was resolved.
AC Entertainment, a festival producer well known for the Bonnaroo Music Festival, is now planning to bring a music festival to Lexington, Kentucky's Keeneland racetrack. Keeneland officials told the public about upcoming festival this past Wednesday morning, calling it the Railbird Music Festival, a reference to horses who stay close to the rail during a race. They did not announce the acts or prices, but they are expected to do so on March 25th. The festival is expected to take place August 10th and 11th. To find out more about the festival, visit railbirdfest.com.
The Supreme Court ruled in favor of India-based pharma company Dr. Reddy's Laboratories. The ruling, which sided against British drug company Endeavour plc, denied Endeavour's request to put a lower court ruling that opened the door for cheaper generic versions of Suboxone to be made. Suboxone is a drug to help addicts get off of opioid painkillers. This ruling comes in the midst of many politicians making aim to lower drug prices in America. Drug rates have been an ongoing conversation in court and politics since the overnight hike of a drug for toxoplasmosis by company-owned Martin Shkreli back in 2015.
The 2019 Recyclemania tournament began February 3rd at Morehead State and will end March 30th.
As of 2015, Morehead State has participated in Recyclemania, a nationwide competition. Hall Director for Student Housing, Hannah Tolliver, explains a little more about this event.
It's kind of an opportunity for campuses all across the nation. I think we have over 400 campuses competing to kind of benchmark themselves and also kind of to do it in this really fun environment where we all weigh in and we are all reporting and we get kind of our status all along the way.
Tolliver says that housing is taking a different approach this year when advertising Recyclemania.
I think every year we're just trying new things, seeing what sticks. This year we're doing just kind of posters around campus. We've also started doing a art contest And then we're going to do that art show kind of in ADAC during the second month of Recyclemania. So right now we're encouraging students to kind of turn in little sculptures or like photos, canvases, photography, anything that promotes sustainability, to turn those into the housing office. And then we're going to have our little art show later on.
When asked why Recyclemania is a good opportunity for Moorhead, Tolliver answers with this.
I think that Moorhead as a collective, we're a very resourceful group of people. And Recyclemania gives us an opportunity to kind of show how good we are at using our resources until our resources have no more to give us. So for example, plastic, rather than throwing it away into the landfill, we're showing off that we can take this and like put it back into our community, reuse it in our community for, it creates jobs, it creates, kind of helps us in terms of energy consumption. And so as a community, it's just very fun to get to see everybody come together. And I think that Recyclemania is a really fun time for us to do that.
For NewsCenter, I'm Olivia Leet.
For more information about Recyclemania, visit www.recyclemania.org.
Now, Moorhead, it's time for your weather preview. Olivia, how's the weather?
Well, today it's been a really pretty day. It's been in the 50s, been sunny all day. You couldn't really ask for more. But with that comes some bad news. We are going to get some rain as the week goes on. You gotta kind of expect it. Spring is on the way. We're slowly just easing into the spring weather, but we gotta take a few step backs first.
Well, at least it won't be freezing cold, right?
Yeah, that is very true. It won't be freezing cold.
Thanks, Olivia. When we come back, we have an interview with Vice President of Survivor Moorhead, Peter Lawson.
Taking place at the Claypool Young Art Building, Morehead State University's Department of Art and Design is home to a number of programs and classes. You can take courses in painting, drawing, graphic design, history, photography, and more. You can even obtain a degree in art education or a Bachelor of Fine Arts. To find out more about the Department of Art and Design, you can call 606-783-2766 or email arde@moreheadstate.edu.
Yo, why are you looking at bags, bro? What you need is a chick magnet. You put me in the room and boom, chicks. That's what I'm talking about.
Welcome back. I'm here with Vice President of the Survivor Moorhead, Peter Lawson. Welcome, Peter. How are you today?
I'm doing good.
Good. I'm glad you were able to join us. I'm really excited to hear about Survivor Moorhead. Can you just tell everyone what Survivor Moorhead is?
Basically, we take the CBS reality show Survivor and we bring it to campus here. So we get students from just anybody, if they want to apply and play, and we just put them in the game where they can do challenges and vote people out. And people usually make a lot of friends and connections through it, and it's really fun.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun, especially if you're a big fan of Survivor.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell us a little bit when the next upcoming event for Survivor Moorhead is?
Well, We're starting the game very soon since we just finished casting a few days ago, but now because the official CBS Survivor season has just premiered yesterday, every Wednesday we're going to be showing the episodes in live viewing parties in Raider 216 at 8.
Oh, okay. So at Raider 216 at 8 o'clock. Gotcha. All right, and if anyone's interested in wanting to go to that event or even just be more a part of Survivor Moorhead, how can they get in contact with you or somebody else?
Well, we have 2 social medias. On Instagram, you can find us at MSU Survivor, and on Twitter you can find us at Survivor MSU, where we post a lot about what we're doing.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. That sounds like a lot of fun. I'm assuming you're a big Survivor fan.
Definitely.
Oh, yeah. Well, thank you for being here and sharing this with us. Good afternoon, Moorhead. I'm Olivia Leet, and this is your weather update. So, current conditions here in Moorhead are 51 degrees, very sunny, a really beautiful day today. If you were out and about, you really enjoyed the weather, hopefully. Humidity is about 55% with winds around 4 miles per hour, but nothing can bring down this beautiful day. So here you got your temperature map. As you can see in Moorhead, it's 51 degrees. Ashland being 52, Lexington 48, and you got Frankfort 49, but all around Kentucky, it's been a really pretty day for everybody. Can't really ask for more than that. So for tonight's forecast, it will begin to be partly cloudy. There is a small chance of rain, but we'll hope for the best and hope that we won't get any rain tonight. The low will be 37 degrees, and your sun will be setting around 6:17 p.m. tonight, so not going to have much of a night after that. For tomorrow, we're sadly going to lose some of our sunshine, and it's going to begin to rain a little bit. Now, I know it's okay, but as long as you have your rain boots, a rain jacket, an umbrella, or something, you should stay pretty dry. Your high will be 52 degrees, which isn't all that cold, so that's a good thing. And your sunrise will be around 7:14 a.m., bright and early and ready to go. You got your 7-day forecast here for this week. Tomorrow, it will be 52 degrees, raining 70%. I know, it'll be okay though. Saturday, it's going to be rainy and thunder and lightning, all that fun stuff. It's going to be around 60 degrees with a low of 29. But if we can bear through that, Sunday it will the sun will come back out again. It will be a little cooler outside, but not too bad. And then Monday, it's going to be sun and clouds, and at least it's not raining though on Monday with a high of 48 degrees. Then on Tuesday, it's around the same thing, 48, but we will have some showers on that day. And then Wednesday, it is a chance of rain or snow. It's not exciting, but hopefully we won't have any more snow days after Wednesday. And then Thursday, it'll be partly cloudy. You know, there's sun though there, it's there, so don't be too sad. Well, Moorhead, this has been your weather. Now it's on to sports with Isaac.
Thanks, Olivia. Here's what's going on in sports. Moorhead baseball was in action Saturday in Greenville, South Carolina. The Eagles took the field for a doubleheader against Furman University. Moorhead lost the first game 16-11, then won their next game 6-5. Redshirt junior Chase Sorter had a standout performance this weekend, going 5 for 7 at the plate with 3 home runs and 6 RBIs. Because of this performance, Sorter was recognized as the Ohio Valley Conference Player of the Week. In addition to OVC honors, Sorter was recognized as a Collegiate Baseball National Player of the Week. Sorter and the Eagles will be back in action tomorrow afternoon at home. Moorhead State softball was in action this past weekend in the Mount St. Mary's Round Robin Tournament in Statesboro, Georgia. Moorhead played their hardest but ended up losing all of their games. They first took on Mount St. Mary's and ended up losing 15-3, then took on Georgia Southern, losing 6-4. Moorhead took on Missouri Kansas City and lost 9-2. They then took on Georgia Southern, again losing 19-2, before rounding out the weekend on Sunday, losing 11-2 to IUPUI. Moorhead softball returns to action tomorrow afternoon at 12:15 p.m. The Moorhead rifle team was in action Saturday. Senior Sierra Crum and Brandon Breyer shot personal bests at the NCAA qualifier. Junior Alexa Potts also shot a .593, which led the team. Breyer and Potts were both chosen to take part in the NCAA championships in West Virginia on March 8th and 9th. Crum was also chosen as an alternate. The Moorhead State women's team started off an eventful Saturday for the basketball program. The Eagles took the court at 2:05 p.m. against Eastern Kentucky. Senior Miranda Crockett led the Eagles in scoring, posting 16 points to go along with 9 rebounds. Aaliyah June complimented Crockett's scoring by posting 13 points and 4 assists. The Eagles shot 38% from the floor while scoring 24 points off of turnovers. The Eagles are back in action tonight against Jacksonville State. MSU students gathered in Johnson Arena for a home basketball game for the men's Eagles. The Moorhead State men's basketball team took the court against OVC foe Austin Peay this past Saturday at 4:35. Jordan Walker led the way with 26 points on 57% shooting from 3, while also adding 5 rebounds. Lamontre Harris added a double-double with 13 points and 11 rebounds. Moorhead shot 45% as a team while also piling up 34 rebounds and 11 blocks. Despite these efforts, Moorhead fell 73-70. The Eagles return to action tonight at Jacksonville State. For NewsCenter, I'm Isaac Kroom. Stay tuned for more news after the break.
Actor Jussie Smollett has been arrested by Chicago police after allegedly filing a false police report on January 29th. Smollett filed a police report claiming that he had been the victim of a hate crime. The actor claims that two men yelled racist and homophobic slurs at him, then proceeded to tie a rope around his neck and dose him in an unidentified liquid. At 5 p.m. yesterday, the actor was taken into custody by a Chicago Police Department who believed the actor paid the two men and falsely filed a police report. Chicago Police Superintendent Eddie Johnson said that the Empire actors had staged alleged attacks because he was dissatisfied with his salary.
This last Wednesday, MSU's Women's Virtue held a Jeopardy night in celebration of Black History Month.
So the event tonight is our Black History Jeopardy, so we'll be highlighting prominent African American women in history that not many people know about. So we essentially just took the PowerPoint we had last year because they're not exactly known women in history, so we just edited a couple because, you know, Black women have made strides in the past year. So we added those women in. We got drinks and cookies for the event, but that's really it. We're trying to make it an annual event for our Black History Month, so that way we have something to highlight for us because it is Black History, but no one really talks about the prominent Black women in history. It's always about the men. You see women in history, but they're not that prominent. I couldn't tell you why, because we are important to history. We have made equal strides just as men have. It's just something, it's a step we're doing that no one else is really doing. So for the rest of the month, on February 27th, we'll be doing a bake sale with the Fraternity Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. We're doing a bake sale with them. We'll be located in Burt, Combs, and Lappin. One of us will be in Burt, and then the other will be in Lappin. And then we'll also be at Eagle Explosions. Make sure you stop by and see us at our table. And we'll have Queen's Chair at the beginning of March, that first Wednesday, and that is the meeting where we sit a woman down and then we highlight all of her best attributes. So we meet the first and third Wednesday of the month from 6 to 7 in Burke 202B. You can get involved by showing up to meetings or events that we're hosting.
Morehead State's Eagle Diversity Education Center and Camden Carroll Library hosted a historic event this week, and NewsCenter's Sahara LaForce was on the scene.
This Tuesday, NewsCenter went to the Camden Carroll Library to attend the African American Read-In, an event hosted by the library and the Eagle Diversity Education Center as a part of Morehead State's celebration of Black History Month. We talked to Minority Academic Services Coordinator Corey Clark about this event.
The African American Read-In was established in the 1990s as a way to make literacy as a part of Black History Month. And so it's an opportunity to read the literary works, would be poems, books, anything from African American authors.
Alongside Clark, readers such as Lexis Yarbrough, Pamela Hammonds, and John Burton read selections from Langston Hughes' poems, picture books on race, well-known works such as Hidden Figures by Margot Lee Shetterly, and some original works. There are several other events happening this February as well.
We have the Black History Month film and discussion series. The last movie will be shown as Monsters and Men on the 26th, Tuesday in Breckenridge 002. Doors open at 6, show starts at 6:30, and a discussion will immediately follow. The Freedom Museum in Cincinnati, that's co-sponsored with student activities, and so so you can there's posters all over the campus and find a little bit more information. If you want more details, you can always contact us at the Eagle Diversity Education Center. My direct line is 9051 if you have any questions about Black History Month events and programs.
Covington Catholic High School student at the center of a controversy that happened earlier this year is now suing the Washington Post for $250 million for defamation of character. 16-year-old Nicholas Sandman seemed to face off against Omaha elder Nathan Phillips in a now viral video taken in Washington, D.C., where the annual March for Life rally met the Indigenous Peoples March. A national debate has ensued from lack of clarity surrounding the situation, and Sandman's family has subsequently come under mass scrutiny. The lawsuit claims Sandman was wrongfully targeted because he was the white Catholic student wearing a red Make America Great Again souvenir cap. Washington Post spokesperson Christine Kelly responded to the suit saying, We are receiving a copy of the lawsuit, and we plan to mount a vigorous defense.
An American nonprofit legal advocacy and hate watch group, the Southern Poverty Law Center, released their annual hate group count. This year, they reported 1,020 hate groups across the United States. This number is a 20-year high in report active organizations. In 2014, the total number of organized hate groups was at 784. As reported by USA Today, the number from 2017 to 2018 rose by 7%. In Kentucky, there are 13 organizations that made the list. We'll be right back after the break. A worker at the John Wayne Airport in Southern California was killed Tuesday morning due to a tire explosion on the jet bridge. Airport spokesman Deanna Thompson says that the tire was being worked on when the explosion happened. The explosion set off a fire alarm, which summoned rescue crews. Another worker involved in the accident did not require any medical attention. The situation is still under investigation.
YouTube contemplates removing the dislike button in response to what is being called dislike mobs. In a video uploaded by the Creator Tech team for YouTube, Creator Insider, the possibility of removing the dislike button was an option that YouTube team has been discussing. The most recent video to be struck was the new Gillette ad, which received over 1.4 million dislikes. It is unclear when or if the dislike button will be taken off at this point, as some YouTubers are stunned by the announcement.
The Campus Activities Board is hosting Grocery Bingo on Sunday, February 24th in the ADUC Ballroom. The event will give the winning students free grocery items such as laundry detergent and food. The event will last from 4 to 6 p.m.
Tomorrow is the last day to drop any classes for this semester. If you have any class that needs to be withdrawn from your schedule, make sure to do that by tomorrow by logging into your Blackboard account.
That's all the news we have for you this week.
Come back next week for your news update.